Well, the 2YK album.
Oh yeah.
Private Suit.
Private Suit. I don't want to talk about it.
Ooh.
Well, the song Private Suit is really great. John Parish is a really nice guy. Although
Who produced the album?
John Parish,
Yeah.
he's a really sweet guy. It was really difficult. I talked to him about the whole process of recording that album like 4 years after, and he was in a situation that he could never win, because Herman and Renier, the by then drummer, they agreed on whatever John Parish said, and Carol and I were debating whatever John Parish said. All was good until the mixing process, and by that time we found out that John Parish and Carol and Peter have totally different opinion on how this album should sound.
You mean John on one side?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then John and then me also with Rainier and
Yeah, so he could never win. If he would agree on us, then the other two guys in the band would disagree with him. If he would agree with them, then Carol and I would disagree with him. So he had to do what he thought by himself was the best for the album.
Yeah.
Therefore, I sat next to him on the mixing board for 2 weeks, 2 weeks straight, like 10 hours a day. Whatever he did, debating, and it was a pain in the ass for him. For some reason, it turned out that he and I, after that, maybe because of that, have immense respect for each other.
Yeah, you even became friends after
Yeah.
that.
Carol smashed the door after one day, and we never saw her again in the studio.
That is not true.
Really?
2 days.
2 days after I came back. It took me 2 days to come up. But what I also remember is working together with Boenie and Simon from
That was amazing.
Down,
Yeah.
Down Orchestra. That was absolutely amazing. These two guys,
Violin and cello.
yeah. What they did with the songs,
With the
for
song
instance
Private
with
Suit.
Private Suit, but they also played in their songs. They are so talented. They just sat down and they wrote the whole thing while we were watching and then recorded it. I love what they did with the songs.
Yeah.
And do you have the same feeling as Peter about the recording with John Parish? Yeah?
Totally agree. Yeah.
I must say, though, that the John Parish vision is like all over the record, which is good as well, because it's a constant sound. Yeah. It's totally his vision on the songs. The only problem with that I personally have is that it's not my vision. Doesn't say it's a bad album, it's just...
But can you listen to the album?
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always.
But
I mean, otherwise it wouldn't have been brought out.
Okay.
If we really thought it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point in releasing an album that you don't like yourself?
But the whole process, especially the mixing process, and that was like nerve-wracking. And oh God, it's not the way it should be, blah blah. And it was like nerve-wracking inside.
But most of the time, it's just the very tiny little things that other people probably wouldn't even listen.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah.
And we're fussing over such small items. Most people would listen to it and like, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You know, it's... I guess we're freaks.
With
Control
every
freaks.
album since then, it's like every detail is like a big issue, especially between her and me.
Is it because of that the next album you recorded at home?
Probably.
I don't know. Log 22?
Yeah, it was recorded here in Peter's house.
And also in the Weesp studio.
Yeah, all the more live band stuff. Obviously, we can't put the drum kit here in your house.
It was a liberation.